Hey everyone, it's Kiki, and I have a theory just for you. From one image, or I guess maybe two, I think I know who created these experiments, and more specifically, experiment 1006, the prototype. We did. Or, at the very least, we had a lot to do with it. Perhaps the prototype feels we're the one responsible for his creation, and there is one image that Mob Games provided that I think proves this theory. On September 10th, Mob Games released a piece of artwork and I immediately recognised it as Playtime Co.'s version of The Creation of Adam. The original painting, The Creation of Adam, represents God passing life, consciousness and purpose to humanity. In the image Mob Games provided, the prototype seems to have taken the place of Adam, where a human hand, potentially our hand, has taken the place of God's, which is kind of weird considering I thought, if anything, it'd be the other way around. This was a deliberate symbolic choice by Mob Games, and this suggests that the prototype did not simply originate from Playtime Co., it originated from a specific human mind and at a specific human hand, our hand. The human in the image, which I believe to be our character, isn't just another scientist, they are the architect of the first functional neural link system that gave the prototype life. The red poppies surrounded by the prototype's hand is a direct tie to the human origin consciousness transfer. They represent human consciousness, memory extraction, and the organic compounds needed to make living toys. In the image, the flowers seem to be growing from the prototype's forearm circuitry, which, thanks to the Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 teaser trailer, we see the poppy gel spread and grow just in a more grotesque and creepy way than we see in the image. I also believe that all the toys on the right side are reaching for our hand, similar to the prototype. Originally, I thought they were all reaching for the prototype, but the more I look at it, the more it seems like they were all reaching for the human hand. Mummy Longleg's arm even curls around the human's arm. Our hand seems to be in the middle, surrounded by the hands of Mummy Longlegs, Doughy, Boxy Boo, the Doctor, Boogiebot, Crafty Corn, Catnap, Huggy, Kissy, Pianosaurus, Yarnaby, Bobby Bearhug, Kickin' Chicken, Bubba Bubbaphant, Picky Pig, Hoppy Hopscotch, and Baba Chops. I don't think this means we created every one of these toys. I think all the other experiments' hands represent the whole of Playtime Co. and us being at the centre of it, but the prototype only seems to be reaching out to us. I think this is because the prototype remembers us, he's acknowledging us, and the prototype sees us as its point of origin. The prototype seems to be the only one who seeks a reciprocal connection. Perhaps this is why he's been taking pieces of the other toys, and perhaps why Catnap saw the prototype as a god. Perhaps the prototype is mimicking what he first experienced from our hands when he was created. Creation itself, using pieces of toys and humans alike to create other bodies the same way we did with him. And perhaps the reason Catnap saw the prototype as a god is because the prototype is trying to recreate what we were to him. Something that brought him life, consciousness, and humanity. Perhaps the body the prototype making isn't for him, perhaps it's for us. If you think about it, there was a reason we weren't there when the Hour of Joy happened. Maybe 1006 gave us the heads up not to go into work that day. Maybe there was a sense of loyalty there from him to us. We brought him to life, so in return he saved ours, and now he wants us to join the ranks of the factory as the creator of them all. Perhaps he was the one who wrote us the letter in the beginning of the game to get us to return to the factory, and perhaps he needed us to return to help create more bodies for the orphans he has locked away. It's clear from the VHS tape between the prototype and Harley Sawyer that they've hit some roadblocks.
Your suggestions?
To produce the results I'm after. Have I made an error in allowing your survival? Of course not. We just need more time to perfect that. Time is precisely what we do not have. Then I suggest you find some more. That will give me labs access. At least with the two of us.
That is out of the question.
You will still want. Fine, but you have no staff, virtually no test subjects. It's hardly ideal conditions. Even when this place was fully operational, we were beating our heads against this. You can't expect to do it on your own so quickly. The situation necessitates it be done quickly. I'm just giving you the facts. And the fact is, we need more time, or this isn't going to work. I can only be reactive up here. Then of what use are you? You know I'm still your best shot at cracking that secret. If I weren't, you would have already killed me. A sound observation. Yes, you have made yourself useful. Provide me more options. I will try again. Of course.
But
If you are stalling, or worse, remember,
your usefulness.
is the only reason you were not stripped for meat and spare parts.
Perhaps we're the missing piece that was needed. Anyway, that's just my theory. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you have any thoughts and theories, let me know down below in the comments. I have a few other theories in the making, including one on the orientation notebook, so make sure to subscribe and like this video if these are the kinds of things you enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.